the heat is on definitely for tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet our candidates, beginning with Adam.
From the most glamorous green valley of the north, Adam! The Balikbayan town of the north, the municipality of Bacaran, the chosen place of La Virgen Milagrosa, Badong! From the peaceful haven of Amyan, Magin, the home of the masters Ilocano oral tradition, Bana! From the home of great leaders, City of Bataan! From the renewable energy complex in the North Burgos, where nature and culture unite, Karating! The home of the Natlisan Festival, Just Wow, Kurima! From the core of rice trading industry, Naduras, Ingra! From the rich haven, culture of Isdisneg, Dumalne!
Tonight, we not only crown a queen, we celebrate the timeless spirit of the Ilocano women. May tonight remind us na titi na pintas ni Ilocos Norte is not found only in our landscapes and traditions, but in the strength and the spirit of our people.
Representing the sunshine capital of the north, Laoag City! The home of the resilient and innovative farmers, Marga! From the mountainous tribe of the east, Huevera! From the home of one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, so good, pagod food. From the timeless charm of the north, your Baglasang Kipawa! From the famous maker of delicious bizcocho, Pensukin! From the town of the heroes, the revolution, Sydney! The chosen lady of the chosen town, Pinili! Home of productive and resilient Ilocanos, San Nicolas!
From the birthplace of the late President Ferdinand Adrian Marcos Sr.,
Sara! From the zone of the rising sun, Solsona! The beautiful home of the mighty Siwawer Power, Live Center! I am Ilocano!
Miss Ilocos Norte isn't merely about the pageantry and the glamour. It's a significant source of livelihood and pride for our beloved creatives. The Ilocana is the very glue that holds our families and our communities together. Sa lahat ng ating Ilocana, Diyos Siagnina.
From the north we've come, beautifully divine. We thrive in the warmth of the sun. Strong women, united as one, united as one. We are the women of the north. We rule with our heart and with our soul. We are the women of the north. We rule with our heart and with our soul. We are Ilocanos.
If you were to speak to a first-time visitor in Ilocos Norte, what local sustainable efforts would you share with them?
Share with them the beauty that we have in Ilocos Norte, that only in Ilocos Norte will you find it, and be wowed in our province. Thank you.
What I can do as a modern Ilocana is I can propose on my fellow youth to continue indulging themselves in community cleaning and greening activities.
Well, Ilocos Norte is famous for its famous destinations. We Ilocanos have so much more to offer. We are hospitable, we are respectful, and we are resilient.
Though I believe in the virtue of showing rather than telling, what I would tell to a first-time visitor is that tourism should not come at the cost of our environment. Ilocos Norte is indeed a wonderful destination, but it is our job to conserve what's there for the future generations to enjoy and adore this very place we call home.
In Ilocos Norte, sustainability is not just a choice, it is our heritage. We invite the world not just to experience the sights of Ilocos Norte, but also its heart. With sustainability, we transform lives, uplift communities, and create a generation where every people can live, dream, and thrive. Thank you.
Miss Ilocos Norte is... She is no other than Miss Tingra!
We are Ilocana. We are Ilocana. I am Ilocana.
Possessing beauty that extends far beyond Ilocos Norte's landscapes, they have come to compete in the greatest pageant in the North. This is Miss Ilocos Norte 2026. Joining us in this year's launching is Miss Ilocos Norte 2023, Miss Lovely Demandante.
A lovely afternoon, Kakailyan. It's such an honor gracing this year's launching on the most anticipated pageant in the North, and I must say, I am more than excited to meet a new batch of ladies who are a living symbol of each city and municipality's aspirations. Today marks their first official appearance before the public and the media right here at the SM City Laoag. And I am quite self-assured that from this moment forward, they will challenge themselves and inspire others. So let's gather all our friends and supporters and let's give them the warmth and encouragement they deserve. For today, we do not simply meet candidates. We meet the future leaders, advocates, and ambassadors of Ilocos Norte. Ever since its inaugural comeback in 2014, this pageant has stood more than a celebration of beauty. It has become an opportunity to empower the women of the North. For more than a decade now, the pageant has transformed lives by opening doors to education through scholarship grants, enabling candidates to pursue their dreams and build future for themselves. It has nurtured empowered women who have gone on to become professionals, community leaders, and inspiring storytellers, proving that true beauty is best reflected in purpose. Today, we begin to celebrate not only the search for our new Ilocos Norte Queen, but also the enduring mission of uplifting, educating, and empowering the women of the North through the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program Ordinance, a measure that seeks to institutionalize a dedicated scholarship program for all the candidates of Miss Ilocos Norte, transforming an existing program-based initiative into a permanent legislative program that advances education, youth leadership, culture, tourism, and public service. Allow me then to introduce these key individuals serving as panel for this significant milestone. Up first is the Youth Development Officer 4 of the Ilocos Norte Youth Development Office, Mr. Will Jake Sibat. Next, we have the head of the Provincial Education Office, Ms. Lay Adriatico. And last, the Department Head of the Ilocos Norte Tourism Office and the Creative Director of the Miss Ilocos Norte Pageant, Mr. Ian Raquel. to acknowledge our friends from the media present today. We have here with us Philippine Information Agency Ilocos Norte, Bombo Radyo Laoag, Headlines Ilocos, Daily Tribune, IFM Laoag, Laoag City Press Corps, DZJZ Action Radio, Ilocos Times, DZRI, Student Journalists of INCAT, Ang Paglihan, The Review, and of course, RJ Photography. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, distinguished guests, valued partners, and everyone joining us this afternoon, we are truly grateful for your time and indulgence today. We sincerely appreciate your presence and continued commitment to bringing timely, accurate, and meaningful stories to the public. Let us officially begin today's press conference. We invite you to listen as we unveil the highlights of this year's program and hear from these distinguished individuals before us. And to set the tone for our discussion, allow me to begin the first question. Thereafter, we shall gladly open the floor to our esteemed members of the media for your questions and insights with that. And now, allow me to start. Okay, so hello, dear panels. And before we begin with the more serious questions, because I know that we have a lot of questions, inquiries about launching of the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program, allow me first to start. How are you doing today? Sir Willie, how are you feeling that we are yet again to unveil a new scholarship program for our youth?
Okay. Yan, good afternoon, everyone. I feel excited actually to meet our official candidates. In the previous years, we've been working together with our top 5 Miss Ilocos Norte winners who have been with us throughout their journey, not only in terms of being a beauty queen, but also being a community leaders in their own respective. Of course, we have Miss Lovely Joy Damantante also, who has been working with us together with other winners in the previous years.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And hi, Ma'am Lay.
Hello.
And in the education sector, ma'am, how are we feeling about this scholarship program, this new scholarship program, ma'am?
Well, this scholarship is, I would say, very timely and very relevant because just this time around, we'll also be, the office is set to conduct the examinations for our scholars, and I'm happy because more scholars will be accommodated through this program. And I truly thank Sir Ian, the Tourism Office, and of course Will and INYDO. They were actually the ones who came up with this idea from 5, making it 23 scholars, and we're happy about it.
Tama, ma'am. And let's hold that thought, from 5 to 23 scholars, because I think there are a lot of questions from our friends from the media. Hi, Sir Ian.
Hi, lovely. And naimbag nga malum yung amin apo. Thank you for supporting Miss Ilocos Norte.
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
lovely.
So how about you, sir? How are you feeling seeing that this year's launching is kind of different from the past years, knowing that we are launching this scholarship program now?
I'm excited. Maragsakan na kasi, well, number one, matuloy ti Miss Ilocos Norte. This was supposed to be, we started working on this last March, February, March, and we were already ready to implement the program around end of March, no? But we had to be nimble and we had to adapt, and so we moved the date to September. I'm very relieved and happy that we have supportive executives who understood that this program, a beauty pageant, is really a livelihood program behind a beauty pageant format. So, nakabalay tayo ti beauty pageant format, but so many are considered beneficiaries of the program. Not only our candidates, but the teams behind them. And we're very lucky that our executives, our governor, our vice governor, or the provincial board, and so many departments supported the postponement of the program instead of its cancellation. So now I'm very relieved maragsakan nakta matuloy dayto yung programa, and we've started several weeks ago. We've scheduled the activities every weekend until we have the finals night on the 26th of September. So it's a long haul, no? Maatidog nga schedule, meaning adoti activities, ado mo dagiti agakom nga makipagpartisipar, saan lang dagiti kandidata, nukit di dagiti pay sumupsuportar kanya dang agtrabaho makipagpasot kada ito'y programa tayo.
Thank you so much, sir. So talaga naman, #finally, may Miss Ilocos Norte na. Okay, now, moving on to a much more serious question. What is the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program Ordinance, and what makes the implementation this year different those of the previous years?
Who wants to answer?
Sir,
I'll volunteer. Sige. And then maybe my colleagues here can substantiate anything I'd miss. But way back in 2014 was the first year we had Miss Ilocos Norte. Of course, there are many iterations of the Miss Ilocos Norte pageant. There was Binibining Pilipinas Ilocos Norte, there were others, and we can trace the beauty pageant, provincial pageant or provincial representation all the way back to the American period. And maybe even earlier, but formally speaking, there are early photos of, for example, Miss Purita Llanes of Laoag, who represented the province in the Manila Carnival way back in the American period. So the beauty pageant has always been there. But Miss Ilocos Norte was started in 2014. And one of the conditions when we had to seek approvals from then Governor Amy Marcos was for this program to be an education program. So from the very beginning, the scholarship grant was part of the prize for the winners. So we had to give a CRIB scholarship to each winner coming from the 5 finalists. So year by year, nandyan na yung program na yan, which makes the pageant unique. And we've had a good number of beneficiaries. Just one thing to point out, that the scholarship has always been transferable. So a candidate may choose or to nominate, may nominate someone else to receive the scholarship. So it's always been there. But this year, what makes it this unique is we've started to lobby an institutionalized scholarship program for all participating candidates or delegates to the annual Miss Ilocos Norte. It's still, let's just say pending. It's been filed, and it's going to go through a process at the provincial board until it is signed, no? But this year, the allocation from our youth office and our education office has been approved. So the batch this year will receive a scholarship. Each of them will become provincial scholars for the next 4 years, correct? Yes, I think that deserves a big round of applause. No? There's a big question as to why, no? But sige, I'll wait for the chance to answer that. Maybe my colleagues here, Sir Will and Ma'am Lay can add more to my answer. Maybe magkano ba yung mare-receive na award?
20,000 per semester. So they're gonna receive 40,000 for the academic year.
For the entire year.
Yeah, that's the, yung 20,000 per semester is the one na nasa proposed ordinance natin. Yeah. So once that would be approved, yun yung masusunod. But while waiting for its approval, since pre-approved na yung lahat ng candidates natin would be given scholarship scholarship grant, they will still be subjected under the program of City Youth Leaders Scholarship Program. So that's the same, they will still receive the same amount of incentives or subsidy with the previous winners.
Sana all. Diba? Marami sigurong mga candidates from the past Miss Ilocos Norte ang mapapasana all ngayon sa scholarship program na to. So thank you very much for those answers, dear panels. At this point, we would now like to open the floor. Please approach any microphone and please let us know your name. Our friends from the media.
Hello po, I'm Ayla Villanueva po, Information Officer from Philippine Information Agency, Ilocos Norte. Ayan, so as the first to ask question from the media po, can you give us, although may na-mention na po tayo kanina, a brief background naman po about the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program, who may qualify, and ano po kaya yung long-term goal po ng provincial government with this program? Thank you po.
Okay, first the qualification, no? You have to be nominated as the representative of the municipio. So you have to be endorsed by the mayor as the representative of the municipality for the Miss Ilocos Norte program. I'm trying to be careful with the vocabulary I'm using, no? Because the next question is the scholarship program independent from the pageant? What if we don't have this activity? Will we have the scholarship program? And in theory, and this has been part of our discussions, yes. So every year, the scholarship program is separate from the pageant. Because in the future, it might happen that we don't have the beauty pageant, but the education program must keep running. So there's a lot of clarifications that need to be done, and this will all be studied for the implementing rules and regulations. But this signals a clearer objective for the pageant, no? Ano nga yung qualification at bakit nga, siguro yung next question is, why are we funding the scholarship program separate, independent for beauty pageants? No? There are so many beauty pageants out there. Every municipality has a beauty pageant. And we always look for that element of purpose. Ano ba yung purpose ng beauty pageant? It's very difficult to define it. But even for Miss Ilocos Norte, it's hard eh. Ang unang question, is it the obligation of Lovely and our winner, Jamaica, to represent our province in a national pageant? This is something that we have contended with for so many times, no? But in the case of Lovely, she chose to go to graduate school and take her master's as a DOST scholar. We couldn't force her to join a pageant, but because it wasn't her priority. It's a soft commitment. But nevertheless, it has become clear for all our municipios to send a representative to Miss Ilocos Norte. Still an optional thing. Nothing's going to happen to you if you don't send a representative. But this is becoming a clear signal as to what your role is. If you are a candidate for Miss Ilocos Norte and a representative for your town, you're a youth leader, You are designated, appointed, you won that position, you're appointed, chosen, you're sent to the province to represent your municipio in the biggest platform, especially online, the most sikat program that we have. To be a representative, a youth leader, and in the long term, someone who advocates for the many programs of the province, specifically our education program. So right now, that is the short-term and long-term goals. So many things need to be defined still. But I think it's a big step forward. Now, the scholarship prize has become an entitlement, a privilege, I don't know how you will call it, not a prize. You don't have to compete to win it. If you come and represent your town, be the representative of your province, immediately you are given a scholarship grant. Thank you. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you po. For clarity na lang po, is this a scholarship na pwede pong isabay sa ibang existing scholarship that the designated representative or scholar may have?
Okay.
Thank you po.
Yes. If since the scholarship is funded by the government, so hindi ka na pwedeng mag-apply or ma-qualify for other scholarship na funded pa rin ng government. Otherwise, doble. Pero, if the beneficiary will have other scholarships funded privately, okay yon. Basta hindi lang pwede na dalawang galing sa gobyerno. Kasi same funding naman na galing sa government.
To add, siguro we will also check the case wherein what if the official candidate is already an existing scholar, and then can I still transfer the Miss Ilocos Norte scholarship, or can I avail the Miss Ilocos Norte scholarship, then yung existing scholarship ko I would transfer it. But I think the form, yung nauna yung magiging best case scenario, no, na once I'm already a scholar and of the province, and then I am already an official candidate, I can designate another beneficiary from my own municipality or city. So that's one case.
Yun lamang po. Thank you so much.
Good evening to our panelists. I am Melina Riana El Sampayan from the official publication of INCAT. For clarification lang po, what are the responsibilities of scholarship recipients after the pageant?
Yeah. Just like the previous years, no, they are still subjected to what we call community service. This is all across the scholarship grantees. Mapa-academic man, senior high school. But particularly for Miss Ilocos Norte beneficiaries, they are more focused on being an ambassador for education, for youth, for tourism. So I think Inay will explain further for this coming with the new provision of this proposed institutionalization of Miss Ilocos Norte.
They're coming in with, you will see later on that they have a tourism and social community engagement video. So they will come with a project from their municipality that they wish to promote. This is not in beauty pageant vocabulary or parlance. They often use advocacy, but they will come with a program that they want to feature. They will be given the chance to choose to keep going with that program. And part of the reporting mechanism for the scholarship is for them to send us a report on how they were able to assist their respective LGU with that program. If they want to choose other community engagement efforts of the PGIN hosted by any of our offices, that's also allowed, as long as the community engagement is clear and identified in their reporting forms. And of course, all of these will be supervised by either the LGU or the PGIN.
Thank you po. Last question. How does this initiative redefine the Miss Ilocos Norte pageant?
I guess it's more about strengthening the program. We have always been a leadership and education program that has always been the main goal. Leadership, education, and supporting the creative economy. With this scholarship program that will go to all, that will cover all participants, it signals that yes, we're very serious in supporting our young leaders, women, all of them, specifically women, young women from the different towns, to be assisted in their pursuit of education and leadership, and be assisted and supported in their respective community engagement efforts. I think, yes, this signals a strengthening of that aspect of the Miss Ilocos Norte pageant.
Thank you, panels. That's all po.
Thank you so much. And I think we will be catering one last question from our friends from the media.
Good evening, panelists. I'm Rain Santos from RPN DZRL. And here's my question. Under what circumstances may a scholarship be suspended or terminated?
Based on our proposed ordinances or policy, they are still subjected to the same rules and guidelines with the existing scholarship. So I think this includes their academic, since we still advocate for well-balanced education and extracurricular in terms of their advocacies. So a maintaining grade would still be reviewed, still subject for renewal or disqualification. Another would be their participation as an ambassador to be facilitated by the Ilocos Norte Tourism Office. That's generally some of our basis for the continuation of scholarship programs.
Yes, basta hindi siya babagsak sa anumang subjects. Okay po yan.
Last question. How will the province ensure scholars fulfill their ambassadorial and community service commitments?
There's a reporting mechanism that we're developing. Of course, the work is supervised, and it should be, well, number one, community engagement that they would like to participate in. I think that's important to note. No? Tapos, the pinag-report is something light. It's not very intensive in terms of documentation. And they will be assisted by our office and, of course, our education and youth office. So that it is something that the scholars enjoy doing. I think that's our strategy for that. Thank you for the question. Kablaawan tayo man dagiti official tayo nga nag-attend apo from Pinili, and I also see our representatives, our Vice Mayor from Pawai. Thank you all for coming today, apo.
And so thank you so much to our friends from the media with that questions and with that valuable insights from our panels. As we wrap up this press conference for the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program, do you still have something to say to end this? Just a thought or?
Ako?
Yes, sir.
Kasi kanayon nga damagan iti Facebook, I was looking at live, no? Are we sending representatives to the national pageant? Yung mga ganon na feedback. Siguro, kailangan nang i-clarify, no? This is just a small portion of our audience. I think it's important to see where our track record leads us. We have been supportive of our candidates and winners who go to the national programs, national pageants, all out, no? But this is not part of the obligation for winners to go. It's part of a negotiation. If they would like to go, they have to make a case as to why they want to go and why they want to represent the province. Also for us, in the same manner that we have to present a case to the candidate, to the winner, if we were asking them to go to a national pageant, it's not really part of any obligation, no? Because our province and the Miss Ilocos Norte program has no contract with existing national or international programs. But we can. And every time we have an opportunity to go, we support them. But we do not, and we refuse, at this point, no, at this point, we would like this to not be a binding obligation, no, on the part of the winners. But of course, and Lovely would know this, and she's a previous winner, it's a continuous negotiation, especially for us. If we see an opportunity, we present a case to the candidate, they have to agree first before we send them. The last time was, I think, a few years ago, going to Aliwan and other national pageants. We were very active in Itbulaga before, no? But in the future, do we see Miss Ilocos Norte supporting or sending official candidates? Yes. But again, this is not, as of yet, part of any contract or any obligation, binding obligation on the part of our winners. Let me put it that way. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir Ayan, because truly Miss Ilocos Norte is not just your typical beauty pageant. It's an education program that inspires others, especially through scholarship grants, just like this Miss Ilocos Norte scholarship grant. Thank you so much, dear panels. Ladies and gentlemen, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished guests, members of the media, partners, sponsors, and everyone who took the time to join us. We look forward to seeing you at the upcoming events leading to the crowning of our next Miss Ilocos Norte. Moving on to the highlight of this year's launching, our Beyond Beautiful ladies are now ready to conquer the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Ilocos Norte 2026.
Your reigning queen and Miss Ilocos Norte 2025, Jamaica Nicole Mamuad.
gorgeous as ever. Are you excited for this year's set of activities? And what are you looking forward to?
Hi, good evening, Ate Lovely. You look ever gorgeous. And hello po, good evening, Kaka Ilian. I am definitely excited for this year's activity because now that I am in a different perspective, I cannot actually say na meron one specific activity na I am looking forward to because each activity brings a lot of Ilocos Norte's beauty. It connects us, and of course, it helps us to celebrate the rich culture and heritage of Ilocos Norte. So what I am really looking forward to is experiencing the entire season, being present in every moment and seeing what this year has in store for us, because I am sure that this year's Miss Ilocos Norte is another beautiful celebration for the province.
Pero ikaw, nung candidate ka nung Miss Ilocos Norte, ano yung favorite segment mo sa Miss Ilocos Norte?
My favorite segment would be the question and answer. And of course, we cannot forget the swimsuit competition because we can see the candidates in their oozing confidence at.
Ooh, question and answer. Api nga ta pinasumbatan kang haroditat ta Jamaica. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so how about another round of applause to our Miss Ilocos Norte 2025, Jamaica, Nicole Mamuad. More than a launch, this is the unveiling of a new generation of empowered Ilocano women, individuals who will embark on a journey of growth, advocacy, and transformation. Let us welcome these remarkable young women who are ready to write the next chapter in the proud legacy of Miss Ilocos Norte. Presenting to you the candidates of this year's Miss Ilocos Norte.
Witness the opening chapter of a story that will inspire the very best of the Ilocano spirit. The Miss Ilocos Norte 2026 is officially on. Let's meet our first batch, beginning with Adams.
From the glamorous Green Valley of the North, Jens and Leiloban, the municipality of Adams.
Bacara.
Carla Shay Nicole Castillo from the Balikbayan town of the North, Bacara.
Bado.
Jaira Tabalbag Francisco, from the haven of rich culture and the serene sanctuary of Laberhan, Milagorosa, where heritage lives, faith inspires, and every dream is nurtured with pride and resilience. Natanok Abadok! Viva!
Bangi.
Bayan Samantha Vera Rubianes, 19, and the I am from the first ever iconic wind-powered sound in Southeast Asia, the municipality of Bangi.
Batak.
Francesca Irish Cabansag, from the home of Ilocos Norte's great leaders and the culinary capital of the world-renowned Ilocos Empanada, the city of Batak.
What a way to start this segment and get to know our first set of ladies. How are you, queens? I'm so sorry, Miss Batak. Okay, so how are you, queens? You all look fit and ready for Miss Ilocos Norte 2026? Okay, wait lang. Yung mic kasi nila wala pa. Okay. So once again, how are you, queens? Kamusta naman kayo? How's your preparation so far? Miss Adams?
Well, my preparation so far, doing great. My team are great, and I'm here standing in front of y'all today. And with that, I think everything is perfect. That's all.
Thank you, Miss Adam. And also, we also encourage our friends from the media, if you want to throw in your questions to any candidate in front, you are very much free to do so. Just approach the microphone in front. So, to Miss Bacara, I think this will be a cliche question, but what prompted you to join Miss Ilocos Norte this year?
Actually, it is because of my dedication and consistency of this pageantry. I have gained another level of pageantry. That is why I am here today in front of all of you.
Thank you, Miss Bacara. So charming. How about you, Miss Badok? What prompted you to join Miss Ilocos Norte?
Well, of course, I want to gain more confidence and to grow more as a person, and I want to use this platform to inspire others.
To inspire others, and I hope you'll do so with this platform of Miss Ilocos Norte. And Miss Bangi, just like what I asked for Miss Adams, what are your preparations so far with this Miss Ilocos Norte? Your preparations, like what did you prepare? Did you prepare physically, mentally?
Of course, ma'am. As a nursing student, we all know that nursing has a very demanding schedule. However, I still manage to balance my time through effective time management, ma'am.
So you're still a student. Sino sa inyo yung student now? Ay, apat sila. 4 out of 5 ang students natin. Now, Miss Batak, since you are still a student, what's your course? Nursing. So, what are you doing in order for you to balance the pressure of Miss Ilocos Norte and the pressure of your course?
Like what Miss Bayan said, nursing is a very need ng madaming time. So, of course, as a nursing student, I want to do my duty as a nursing student and also do my duty to my beloved city of Batak. So, whenever done na ang classes, of course, I have to go to trainings. Even though madami kaming ginagawa, proper time management lang ang solution doon.
Okay, so to all of you here right now, I'm gonna ask a general question na lang, or general question. In one word, how do you define Miss Ilocos Norte? Let's start first with Adams.
Well, if I were to describe one word about the Miss Ilocos Norte right now, that would be determined. Because me, myself, as a person and as a student, I'm here today because some of you might not know it, But 2 years ago, I stopped my studies due to financial issues, and now I'm here again in front of you, standing tall with a strong heart and with a purpose, so that I will apply this to gain more knowledge and to put it in my experience for this Miss Ilocos Norte 2026.
Thank you so much, Miss Adams. Miss Determined. Ayan. So let's go with Miss Bacara.
If I can describe Miss Ilocos Norte in one word, it would be bold. Because here we can show how brave and courageous we are to join this pageant, and we know that it takes a courage and confidence to join like this pageant.
Thank you so much, Miss Bacara. Now let's go on with Miss Badok.
For me, one word would be inspiration. Because for me, Ilocos Norte is not just a competition or a beauty contest. For me, it's a platform where we can use our voice to make a difference, where we can use ourselves to inspire others. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Badok. And how about Miss Banggi?
For me, it would be purposeful, because I believe that everything I do should have a purpose. I want to not only be seen, but also to use my voice to turn it into action. And I believe that Miss Ilocos Norte is a great platform for that.
Thank you, Miss Banggi. And last but not the least, we have Miss Batak.
For me, Miss Ilocos Norte is life-changing. Not only for us candidates, but also for everyone that we speak for the voices that we want to speak, and for the eyes that we want to serve, and for the hands that we want to work with. No, Miss Ilocos Norte gives us so many opportunities that not everyone actually knows. That is why us candidates, we are here as the forefront of this program to promote and for everyone to know that Miss Ilocos Norte is again life-changing.
Thank you so much, Miss Batak. What a great start for our first batch. And the excitement continues as we unveil another remarkable group of young women. Let's meet our second batch of ladies.
Continue meeting our second batch of ladies, starting with Burgos.
I am Keiza Carmelo May Ravelo Aplage from the coastal town renowned for the Kapurpurawan Rock Formation, the Cape Bohedor Lighthouse, and the enduring warmth of its people, the municipality of Burgos.
Purimao.
JV Bianca Andranica Diva Kilar from one of the coastal havens of Ilocos Norte and the home of the Naklisan Festival. Wow na wow, Kurimao!
Tumalneg. Dingras.
Justin Lorraine Calma, 20, from the Center of Economic Growth and Development of the East,
the home of hardworking and innovative Ilocanos na duras nga dingras.
Dumalneg.
Vea Desiree Balatico, 24, from the home of enduring cultural heritage of Isneg, ili ngay patpateg, Dumalneg!
Laoag City.
Welcome to my city. I am Zanice Angel Pagatpatan, proudly representing the Sunshine City of the North, Laoag.
Familiar faces. What a delight to have you here on stage, guys. And I would like to, call on our friends from the media. If you have any questions to our candidates, please feel free to do so. I think we have one now.
Good evening, candidates. So my question is, many young people look for role models today. If a young girl from your hometown looked up to you, what lesson would you hope she learns from your journey?
I think let's start with Miss Burgos.
Hello. Okay, so last night I watched the Reina Filipinas. And I found myself sharing the same sentiment as Miss Mandaluyong. Because growing up, I was always told that my height would limit the things I could achieve as a woman. And that is why I am so eager to join the Miss Ilocos Norte to show the young Ilocanas, the young women rather, that your size doesn't define how far you can go and how big you can achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Burgos. Do we have... Okay, Miss Curimao, what can you say on the question of our friend from the media?
Well, I want her to learn that believe in yourself and just don't be afraid to chase your dreams.
Thank you, Miss Curimao. Do you have any more question, ma'am?
If you could leave tonight's audience with one message about Ilocos Norte and its people, what would you proudly say?
Ngayong bag-arabi itay amin, kagayam ken kakabsat. If I am to live tonight, and I would say one word or one statement about Ilocanos is that it's more fun in Ilocos Norte. Why? Because it's more fun because we are able to put smiles in our faces amidst crisis. And because of that, I want them to live this moment, this Ilocos Norte, and wants to keep on coming back.
Thank you, Ms. Dingras. How about you, Ms. Dumalneg? What's your perception of that question?
Ilocos Norte is not just a place we live in, or it's not just a place we call home. It is the courages of the people from the strength of the families. If I were to leave a message to every Ilocana tonight, it is the true beauty of Ilocos Norte really found at the hearts of its people. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dumalneg. And lastly, we have Ms. Laoag. Yeah, same question with...
People know Ilocos Norte for its landmark, but as a tourism management student, I realized that This destination is more than just places. They carry stories. Every heritage house carries history. Every street carries the footsteps of every dreamers who built the province that we know today. And I believe that Ilocos Norte is a place where culture meets commerce and where people lives with memories worth telling to the universe.
Thank you so much, Ms. Laoag. Thank you so much, girls, for those insightful responses. Do we have another question from the media? I think we have one over here. Yes, ma'am.
Hello po, Mika from DCJC Action Radio Laoag. This question is for Miss Dingras. Okay. The question is, who is the woman who inspires you the most and why?
Well, it's not actually a woman. It's a little girl in me. The little girl inside me. Ever since as a child, I've always have this biggest dream in the room. Always have new ideas, new concept, and I've always had this stubbornness in me where I have to fight for minorities, fight for other people, fight for myself. And because of that, it really inspire me. What really inspires me is that little Justin is there watching in the past. You've made it. You've made it by showing up. And you've made it beautifully, gracefully, and with bravery.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dingras, for that very inspiring answer. Do we have more from our friends from the media? Questions? I think we have one here.
Okay. Good afternoon, or shall I say good evening. This question goes to Ms. Laoag. Which factor do you believe the best asset in joining a beauty pageant? Height, beauty, or intelligence? Just one.
If I would choose, it would be intelligence. Because in this world, what we need is to make wise choices, especially in the issues that we are now facing today. And I believe intelligence is a must in each and every person. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Laoag. Let's give them a round of applause, everyone, because what an inspiring group of young women. Each one carries unique beauty and confidence. Now, let us continue this exciting journey as we welcome our third batch of official candidates.
Leading this batch of empowered Ilocano women is Marcos.
I am Cassandra Nicole Estrabella from the home of thriving agricultural landscape of the East, home to hardworking Ilocano Manalos municipality of Marcos.
Nueva Era.
Carrying the spirit of my people, where unity is danced, blessings are sung, and nature is protected. From the strength of our mountains to the joy of our renowned Tadek Festival, Jaken ni Juvige Watson agabay, ipanpanakkel ko nga nagtaudak itiili a Nueva Era.
Pagudpud.
Bearing the crystal waves that gives both beauty and bounty, shaping one connected stream of stories. I am Sela Joy Ibahay, 19, coming from the home of one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. So good, but good food.
Pawai.
From the heritage town of Pawai, Justine, Cyril, C. or Sino, Balasang Pawai.
Pasuki.
John Isabel Luge, from the origin of Bizcocho and Asin, promising Pasukin.
Hi, Queens! Another set of our candidates are here. You all look so beautiful. How are you guys? Thumbs up kung okay lang kayo.
Okay.
Okay, now, I'm so curious. What are you most excited about this year's pageant? Miss Marcos, let's start with you. What are you most excited? Segments, your preparations? Mike, yeah.
I want to showcase not only the beauty of our town, but the values that define us, the hard work, perseverance, and unity that made our municipality special.
Thank you, Miss Marcos. How about you, Miss Nueva Era? What are you most excited about in Miss Ilocos Norte?
The most exciting for me is giving the voice to a quiet and beautiful corner of Ilocos Norte. We're in Nueva Era, and I'm excited also about having the chance to showcase that Nueva Era is not just something. Nueva Era is not just a beauty that's something you see, but something you feel in the hard work of our farmers, the warmth of our family, and the dreams of our youth. And I'm excited that to be the face and to prove that even a small town and a humble town can shine and lead with a purpose.
Thank you, Miss Nueva Era. Let's hear it from Miss Pagudpud.
So what I'm most excited about Miss Ilocos Norte would be the friendships that I will be forming with my fellow candidates, and the adventure and the new experiences that I will be going through, as I am one of those people who loves to try new challenges in life. So that's.
Thank you, Miss Pagudpud. Now let's go on with Miss Pawai.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So what I am excited about in this journey of Miss Ilocos Norte, it's not just about focusing on myself. There's actually something within me that I still have to improve. That's why with this platform, I'd be able to attain such thing of improving myself to also serve, to influence, to be able to be empowered enough to be the voice, to amplify the voices of many, especially to the youth. So I want something that is impactful, not just for myself, but also for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pawai. Oh, ang dami niyang supporters. Okay, now let's go on to Miss Pasukin.
Good evening, Miss Lovely. Good evening to everyone. Aside from the preparations, I am looking forward for my journey here in Miss Ilocos Norte. I am more into exploring things. I am here to build friendship and to advocate more. And as a nursing student, I will use this platform to showcase what my capabilities are and to be compassionate throughout the journey of Miss Ilocos Norte.
Thank you so much, Miss Pasukin. And do we have any questions from the media?
Teres Sundayan from RPN DZRL Patak. A question for Miss Marcos. In one word, how would you describe the municipality that you are representing?
Resilient. Marcus is a community that continues to grow, overcome challenges, and move forward together. It's a place where people's strength, perseverance, and unity becomes our municipal becomes the is become the municipal become the it become the special thing about Marcus.
Thank you so much, Ms. Marcos. Do we have more from the members of the media? Sir?
So, Rain Santos from RPN DZRL Batak. The discussion is for Ms. Pagudpud. Beyond winning the crown, what personal goal do you hope to achieve through this journey? Okay. Beyond winning the crown, what personal goal do you hope to achieve through this journey?
A personal goal of mine would be gaining more confidence, as facing a lot of people is a very big challenge. It's a very big milestone for me. So gaining confidence is a personal goal of mine, gaining through or by this prestigious pageant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Pagudpud. Now let us cater one more question from the members of the media.
Okay, good evening po. This question is for Ms. Paway po. What is one advocacy you hope to champion throughout your Miss Ilocos Norte journey po?
Oh, such a good question. For me, the advocacy that I am actually wanting to make it until the end of the journey, this pageant, is actually advocating for financial literacy. It is when everybody should be responsible of the money that they would be having, that they are, for example, they are possessing right at the moment. So I could teach them businesses as well, since many of us here now have businesses, especially to the students, just so they could provide for their studies, such as that. So with this, I think it might be a help. So I would be able to reach out to many students, to many youth, and also influence them into doing something more meaningful than just holding money, than just spending it to something that should be more on a priority. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Paway.
Thank you so much, ladies, for that very inspiring and inspiring answers. Let's give them a warm applause, guys. The search continues as we welcome our final batch of official candidates.
And completing this year's pool of Miss Ilocos Norte candidates, first up is Bid D.
From the historic cradle of the basketball and the proud birthplace of the Philippines' first Olympic medalist, Shopilo Ildefonso, Christine Cesariel Nicolas, 18, from the progressive municipality of Pidi.
Pinili.
From the home of the national living treasure, Nana Magdalena Gamayo, and the white gold capital of Ilocos Norte, Danica Maloom, the chosen lady of the chosen town, Pinili.
San Nicolas.
Samantha Flores from the cultural heritage town of San Nicolas.
Sarat.
Syra Noshka Gabriana Talamayan, proudly representing the municipality of Sarat.
Solsona.
Princess Jarina Aquino from the zone of the rising sun, Zona del Sol, the municipality of Solsona.
Vintar.
Princess Ira Blas, 23, from the beautiful home of the mighty Siwawer Power, Vintar.
Ooh, what an incredible way to complete this remarkable roster of candidates, each with a unique story to tell. But before we conclude this segment, let's hear a few thoughts from our final batch. So hi guys, now I am curious on what are your preparations so far in this Miss Ilocos Norte competition. Let's start first with Miss Pidig.
So, hello, Miss Lovely. Actually, my preparations is that I have prepared 3 things. First is my mind by learning more about our province. Second is my body by staying strong and healthy. And lastly is my heart through prayer. Beyond my own efforts, I am powered by the hopes and trust of my family, friends, and my fellow Pidigenias, while asking God for peace so that I can show up as my real self. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pidig. Let's hear your thoughts, Miss Pinili.
Hello, Miss Lovely. I was crowned as Miss Pinili 2025, but aside from the mental, physical preparations, I prepared holistically. And fun fact about me, I came prepared. I was born prepared. So whatever endeavor I am into, whether in beauty pageants, school, or work activities, I will always make sure that I am prepared.
Thank you, Miss Pinili. She came prepared. Ayan. Miss San Nicolas, how about you?
Well, beyond my preparations regarding beauty and walk, I have also been practicing in terms of deepening my character and making sure that I am contributing well, not just to our municipality, but in our province. And I want to become someone that is a genuine ambassador of Ilocos Norte, and that is what I am enhancing right now.
Thank you, Miss San Nicolas. Next, we have Miss Sarat.
Good afternoon. Of course, I am preparing mentally and physically. I have my very supportive friends, family, and glam team, of course. I am working to be a better woman, to be an inspiration to everybody.
Thank you. Next, Miss Salsona.
Hello, everyone. My preparation this year's Miss Ilocos Norte is very exciting and challenging for me since this is my second time joining. For those who don't know, I joined last year, Miss Ilocos Norte 2025, so I already had an idea on what to expect. But also, I still have a lot to improve. That is why I am preparing not only physically, but also mentally.
Thank you, Miss Olson. And last, we have Miss Bintar.
Hi there, Miss Lovely. So my preparations for this year's Miss Ilocos Norte pageant is that I made sure that I check all the boxes that Miss Ilocos Norte 2026 qualities has. And I made sure to have my personality development training as well to showcase more myself and the beauty of the municipality that I am representing of.
Thank you, Miss Bintar. And I think we have a question from our friends from the media, ma'am.
Ayan, good evening, Gina B of 99.5 IFM Laoag. This question is for Miss Pidig. What message would you like to share with young Ilocanas who aspire to stand where you are today?
Thank you, Mom, for your question. My message to every young Ilocana is that do not let your age, backgrounds, and fears define how far you can go. God created you with a unique story and a divine purpose. Be yourself. Be yourself and work hard with humility and trust His timing. When you stand firm in who you are, no closed door are stayed for long. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pidig. Do we have any more questions? Sir?
Hi, good evening. This is for Miss Pinili. Winning the crown is one thing, winning the hearts of everyone is another. Beyond the title and the spotlight, how do you plan to use your platform to elevate and strengthen the pageantry scene here in Ilocos Norte?
Pardon?
Winning the crown is one thing. Winning the hearts of everyone is another. Beyond the title and the spotlight, how do you plan to use your platform to elevate and strengthen the pageantry scene in Ilocos Norte?
I would use this platform to inspire others in order to strengthen this purpose. I would let authenticity champion in everything that we do here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pinili. And I think we have one more question from the members of the media.
Good evening, everyone. Dulce from DCJC Action Radio Laoag. For Miss Vintar, if you were given one project to improve the lives of Ilocos Norte, of the people in Ilocos Norte, what would it be and why?
Could you repeat, please?
No maikan ka iti gundaway nga sika ket mangi representar iti Ilocos Norte tapno may improve ti biag ti tunggal Ilocano ana DJ programam ken apay.
Well, that would be the wellness hubs and accessible learning or quality learning to quality education learning for all. Because through education, we can elevate the lives of us Ilocano, because education is the most powerful investment that we can have, for it create opportunities that no one can take away. Because when every child has an access to quality education, we don't just change one life, we change the future of our humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vintar. We also have one question.
Yes. This question is for Ms. Sarat. Okay. Here's your question. If you could leave tonight's audience with one message about Ilocos Norte and its people, what would you proudly say?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Here's your question. If you could leave tonight's audience with one message about Ilocos Norte and its people, what would you proudly to say?
The people of Ilocos Norte are very wonderful people. They are very
warm, and we are very famous for our tourism and the warm hospitality. If I were to give a message, it is to love our own people and be an inspiration to others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sarat. And I think we can cater one more question from the media.
To Miss San Nicolas and Miss Solsona. How old are you, Miss San Nicolas?
I'm 19, sir.
Okay, still young. Given the chance to win Miss Ilocos Norte 2026, are you ready to conquer the national stage?
If given the chance to win the crown for this year's Miss Ilocos Norte, I am more than ready to represent the national stage if given the chance. I believe that Ilocos Norte has so much to offer, not just in the pageantry, but also in with regards to our Ilocano creatives, and we are giving it more opportunities to our fashion designers, our culture, our economic factors, and I think that I could handle it well and I could represent our province well if given the chance. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. San Nicolas. And I think that question is also for you, Ms. Solsona.
The question is that if ever I win Miss Ilocos Norte, am I ready to represent Ilocos Norte in the national pageant? Yes, I am very much ready with my team, with my family, and with the municipality and the province that will be supporting me. I believe that this will serve me. This platform will serve as a stepping stone. I am very glad that I got the chance again to represent my municipality for this provincial Miss Ilocos Norte stage. And with this year, I am very much prepared. From my experiences last time, I believe that it helped me prepare for who I am right now and will help me to conquer every challenges Miss Ilocos Norte will be given to us.
Thank you so much, Ms. Solsona, and thank you so much, ladies, for those inspiring answers. So let's give them a round of applause because truly this batch is something else. These Ilocanas are truly commanding and proud. They speak from the heart, heard, and we've seen those qualities in every single one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our final batch of Miss Ilocos Norte 2026 official candidates. Today, we witness the beginning of a journey that will celebrate not only beauty, but purpose, leadership, and enduring spirit of Ilocos Norte. For the very first time, let us welcome back the women who proudly carry the hopes of their municipalities and city, and who will now stand together as one community, united by a single dream.
Kakailian, these are the official candidates of Miss Ilocos Norte 2026. Adams, Bacara, Badok, Bangki, Batak City, Burgos, Corimao, Tingras, Dumalneg, Laoag City, Marcos, Nueva Era, Pagudpud, Paway, Pasukin, Pintig, Pinili, San Nicolas, Sarat, Solsona, and Vintar. From the majestic coastline of Pagudpud to the timeless heritage of Paway, from the thriving communities of Laoag City to every municipality that makes our province extraordinary. They are the women of the North. Tonight, they stand together, carrying not only their respective banners, but the pride, culture, and future of our province. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the 21 official candidates of Miss Ilocos Norte 2026.
What an extraordinary sight! 21 empowered Ilocanas, one stage, one journey, and one crown awaiting its rightful queen. Today, we witness more than unveiling of 21 remarkable young women. We witness the beginning of a journey that celebrates the heart of every Ilocana. In the coming weeks, these candidates will grow beyond the stage as they embrace learning, leadership, community service, and cultural ambassadorship through the Miss Ilocos Norte Scholarship Program. Each challenge they face will prepare them not only for the crown, but for a greater purpose, becoming inspiring representative of our province. To the provincial government of Ilocos Norte, the Ilocos Norte Tourism Office, the Ilocos Norte Youth Development Office, our sponsors, partners, members of the media, and of course, not to mention the SM City Laoag for graciously opening its doors and providing us with this beautiful venue. And everyone, of course, who joined us this evening, thank you for being part of this memorable launch. Follow the official Miss Ilocos Norte social media platforms and stay updated on every moment of the journey to the crown. Join the conversation using the official hashtags Miss Ilocos Norte 2026, #Mean2026, #Ilocos Norte I'm in. I am Lovely Mamuad Demandante. Together, let us follow the journey of our women of the North. This is Miss Ilocos Norte 2026.